Jacob? What were the ones we came up with on the third Twitter? She be romping on my dong till my trigger go happy. And then I shoot her full of havoc. It's crazy.
Well, I thought this was going to be a monetized video, but I guess not.
The Danganronpa series blew up because of its colorful character designs and colorful deaths. But what did they look like initially? Well, today I brought a Danganronpa expert and Jacob here to gauge which was better, the original Danganronpa beta designs from Distrust or the new ones we all know and love today. We brought a beta expert. Let's put the title, change the title like beta expert rates beta design.
Beta judges beta Danganronpa.
Beta rates betas.
I'm beta maxing today. I was literally just talking to a friend of mine 30 minutes ago, and my exact words to her were, damn, I gotta get through all these games again because I remember so little about them.
Danganronpa fans haven't played the fucking game.
It's like Persona fans. We have so much in common.
Who we got first?
Oh boy, our guy, Makoto Naegi.
Makoto Naegi, the ultimate lucky student, as we know. Also ultimate fucking default character, bro. Technically, he's in all the games.
Yeah, and it's wild that I remember nothing about him. He's like the dude from Avatar.
Well, I mean, if you look at him, he doesn't look very memorable.
I can already see the comments. Get a better guess who knows Danganronpa.
I've played all of the games!
Unlike you guys. I know half of y'all just watched a fucking Game Grumps playthrough. I see you. I was actually in the trenches. Jacob, who was here and also editing this, throw up when I had the children back there. Whoever's not looking at the screen and is just listening to our videos, it sounds crazy. I gotta take my inner Christian here, not the religion. What's going on with the jacket, bro?
He bought a female blazer. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm like, we ran all out of men's. Not there's anything wrong with that.
See, that's how I would look if I wore anything from like 10 years ago.
What is the red zipper down like the brown hoodie? I've never noticed that before.
It's symbolic for...
All right.
Let's go to the beta design.
Hear me out. The original one stands out a bit more to me.
What they eventually went with Danganronpa, though, is they went with sort of sharper, more angular designs, right? Whereas with Distrust, it doesn't really have any character to it. It feels very kind of standard.
Also, his jacket fits a lot better.
The jacket in the original design.
I personally like the old one better, but I think that's just because of the game design philosophy of Dangan. You said it earlier, Jacob. They're all really angular. So to see kind of like a softer take, I don't know, it feels nice. So I don't know if that's me just seeing something fresh or liking it more, but we take away the pantsuit, give homeboy a normal jacket. I think that's kind of nice.
From a fit perspective, I think the jacket in the old one is better. It actually fits. It has a bit more cohesion to it, but it also looks like it's like a leather jacket almost. So in the newer one, I kind of see what they're doing. It's, you know, it looks more like a school uniform, and I feel like they did this in like My Hero too. They made it like fit not very good to give the sense that like he's a guy that is trying to get his shit together. You know, like they gave Deku like a tie that was all done wrong and it was like this short on him. I think from a character design perspective, I gotta go with new.
He's wearing a women's jacket. It's really good. It's really sick. Anyway, old I like better. He seems far more competent. I don't know why.
I think that's the problem, though.
They downgraded him. They're like, oh, this dude can solve a mystery.
Yeah, he looks.
Get him out of here.
Next up,
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk. The armband, like I get that that's a thing. God, it's not a good look here.
I want to say, I hate that the fucking Nazis took the armband because that's cold.
From a pure fashion perspective.
I mean, aesthetically, the armband's pretty fucking sick. But then the fucking worst people on the planet took it. Why couldn't they just keep the mustache and that? That was ass.
I literally saw a clip from Key and Peele that I've never seen before. Have you seen
this? Yeah. When they're like,
Hitler ain't the only person that gets to have this mustache.
Yeah, I guess Michael Jordan had one too for a little bit.
Exactly.
Is that Phoenix Wright? Jesus.
This looks like an Ace Attorney, yeah.
Objection! Plagiarism!
oh, yeah, dead ass. Oh my God.
Yeah, no wonder they couldn't use this one.
To be fair, I would have loved Phoenix Wright dropped in the Danganronpa school. I would have loved to see how that worked out.
I know you see them in the game, but not very often. I'm not used to seeing these guys' legs. I didn't know he had boots on like that in the new version.
Boots is all the way to the knees.
That's what gives them the vibe.
No! The swastika?
There is something that is messing me up about the pants in the new version. They feel like they're too high or the jacket is too short.
It's military type beat.
It's like that, the puffy middle part of the pants whenever it's like in the military.
Parachute pants.
Welcome to the U.S. Army. Here are your standard issue parachute pants.
His top is tailored and the bottom isn't. It's like they're two different. They keep getting from the women's closet. I mean, it kind of works, but not with the pants. I'd still rather hang with Phoenix, though.
Really? What?
I'd say I'd rather hang with Phoenix. The better design is obviously the new one.
I don't know, man. Look, Phoenix is a great design, and if it ain't broke...
No!
There's a lot about Ishimaru's design that I was not a fan of. I think he looks better in different poses in the game, but like for this kind of standard pose,
The stick up his ass pose he currently has. Yeah.
I don't like the hair. I don't like the pants.
But it works for his character. It works for the character.
It works for the
he's
character,
presented.
but I don't know. I'm just not fucking with it.
It's a glow up. The new one has more purpose, but I want to kick it with Phoenix personally.
I don't know. I think it's a glow down.
Really?
Ooh. Next.
Oh, this fucking guy.
Elon?
We cannot see every single character and be like, oh, is that Elon Musk?
What did you say?
Don't shut the fuck up, Adrian. This guy glows up in the second game for sure.
What's the old one?
Oh,
He looks freaking old.
No, who's this? This isn't even anime.
this is a fucking dude.
He looks straight out of the game Bully.
First cousins is legal, my friend. Legal. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and just because my elder brother doesn't have a chin and ended up in a lunatic asylum, it doesn't mean anything.
Bro, my boy is posted up though. This guy is chill, actually.
That's a guy you could point a gun at and he wouldn't even play.
Yeah. This dude smoked. Byakuya doesn't know anything about any drugs. Homeboy's done methamphetamine.
This guy has gotten divorced at least once.
I think he looks more like he belongs in another death game series, the Zero Escape series.
He does. This is really more of just an American styled drawn character. It's not super anime.
If you see an anime guy that looks like this, they're like in their mid-50s.
Yeah.
Like that's
They
an
add
adult.
one line, that's another 20 years. They put a
Yeah.
little line right there, it's another 20 years on him. If we're talking about the intent of the character, the new one is the better design.
I'm curious though, like if the intent matters this time around, because I don't even know if it's supposed to be the same type of character in Distrust.
Yeah, well then I guess we can't use that as a scale because I don't know what they were going for. I know Byakuya as a character. This guy, I don't know what they were going for, but I can get the vibe.
He looks sort of like a police detective more than anything else.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting, especially because he's older.
In terms of cohesion, the new one is obviously a glow up, but he also is better designed, I think, to give off the vibe of like, I've taken shits that make more money than you. Like,
Oh
like
yeah,
he-
because the intent. Yeah, he gives. Yeah, I can smell the
Yeah.
nepotism.
the old guy, that guy's got $30 in his bank account.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
cannot convince me that's a rich dude.
Yeah, bro, and a pack of menthols.
What is the little like the little X thing that where the tie should? What is that? I don't.
Stupid. You may be a lot like me and are too scared to look at your bank account. It's very true. I'm on Netflix, Hulu, Crunchyroll. I gotta watch my content. And probably a lot more that I forgot to mention. And Adrian, what's 250 times 12?
3,000.
Yeah, so if you're paying $250 in extra subscriptions per month, that's $3,000 a year. But that's a problem of the past with Rocket Money. See, Rocket Money is an all-in-one personal finance app that helps you cancel subscriptions, lower bills, and manage your money better. If you forget that you subscribe to certain services, Rocket Money has the ability to close them out for you. Say you're spending $250 on random things that you aren't even using, Rocket Money saves it like that. And more importantly, the real adult thing, which I'm learning I need to do as a man who's almost 30, set budgets. With Rocket Money, you can create a customized budget in seconds. The app shows you where your money's going at all times and identifies top spending categories with insights on how you can stay within your budget better. Rocket Money will notify you about your upcoming charges or when your balance is low to help you avoid overdrafts and late fees. To save more and spend less, join the over 5 million members using Rocket Money today. Go to rocketmoney.com/impact or click the link in the description to get started for free. Once again, that is rocketmoney.com/impact. Or click the link in the description to get a free trial of Rocket Money and start saving today.
Thanks, Rocket Money.
Thanks, Rocket Money, that I don't have to continue opening my PNC app. Oh, dude! Oh my God!
We're not talking about characters I don't fucking remember.
This one, I think before you even show it.
Wait, is that a paperclip? Wait, I never realized.
What?
Oh yeah, look at that!
Get this nigga off the screen!
You know what? I think that wins some points. Well, yo,
No,
he's wearing the
it
same necklace.
doesn't.
He's wearing the same necklace as me. Look at that.
And he also has a fucking paperclip attached to his goddamn chest. Is it attached to the shirt? Is that how you guys? Why are all of them attaching their jackets to their shirts in such unreasonable ways?
Kurt, do you not remember high school? Paper clips were they were a free accessory that you could just put anywhere on your outfit.
My goddamn forearm.
All right, beta design.
Ryuji? For real?
For real?
Elon?
So from what I've heard, there are two characters that do basically stay the same. You can guess what the other one is because they are the first ones to go.
Yeah, from what I understand, because God, I know this is just so unfortunate. How they ever had sex? Those two characters were designed from the get-go, and Kodaka hated looking at them so much because they were the OGs that he's like, these guys gotta go first. I don't want to fucking look at them anymore. Which honestly, so real for that.
I love when Pratims are just like, this is too hard.
Isn't that why Super Saiyans have blonde hair? Because you just didn't want to deal with coloring it in?
Yeah.
I just remember Araki killing Abdul because he didn't like drawing his hair.
That's kind of the same with Horikoshi and that Vine girl. Didn't want to put her in Class 1A because they didn't want to draw her.
So real.
And then meanwhile, you have Kishimoto. Didn't he give everybody open-toed shoes because he liked drawing feet?
Hey, Horikoshi likes hands.
Yeah, he loves them motherfucker.
His freaking avatar is a hand, I think.
Anyway, extreme glow up. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, this is a glow up. Which makes, we can easily tell this one because this character is supposed to have the same personality this time. If I want to know which one's more of a douchebag, I think the guy with the giant fucking paperclip on his chest.
And the Gears of War
and
shirt.
the Gears of War shirt.
That is a fucking Gears of War shirt. I never noticed that.
Yeah, them making his hair kind of mullet-esque really sealed the deal too. So yeah.
His little beard is fucking crazy.
He's also just how old? 15?
How is he growing this much? That's a lot of beard. This shit's going to his fucking collarbone.
This is 6, 7 months for me.
He had to do that shit for some years. Plus but how many years, bitch? Your balls just dropped.
What I will say about the design, though, is that I think with the old one, you can tell this was sort of the first go at designing
It
someone
feels like a
in this
beta.
game.
It also is a beta.
He went from beta male to sigma males.
Yeah, obvious glow up. News better.
He actually looks like some people I went to high school with. Definitely a glow up.
Next up.
I really like Mondo's design for what he is.
Mondo's hair always freaked me the fuck out.
You don't fuck with Bugle?
That's what it looks like, a fucking bugle. You're so right. God damn.
That or a Chicago style. You know
yeah,
it
looks like a slice of pie or a slice of
yeah.
His hair looks edible in some way, so that better be different in the old version.
His kind of look like. Actually, the more I'm looking at it, shut up, beta.
Both of these actually look like a beta design for Gundam in 2.
Look at that fucking arm, though.
Oh my God, he's been schmeating. Y'all see that one episode of fucking Rick and Morty?
This isn't over, is it? That means no, it isn't over, or you disapprove of the question. Make a fist if this isn't over. This isn't over.
The newer design kind of looks a little silly to me, while the older design, that hair is gonna stab me through the neck.
I think I like the hair of the old design, but I like the fit better of the new one.
No, I with that. I think that makes sense.
It's the flaccid hair to the erect. I think the erect hair.
The virgin flaccid hair to the Chad erect hair.
The virgin flaccid bugle with the Chad erect cock.
What does his hair look like on the right there?
The one on the right looked like one of Sakuna's fingers. But yeah, but if we're counting the whole thing, I guess I still have to give it to the new one. I just like the old hair better, but the old fit just makes more sense.
I don't know if I can pick, man. I guess I'd say overall it's a glow down.
Wow.
I think in terms of the character design, it's a glow down. Like, the fit is better, but the design is worse.
You just like that jerk off arm, bro. You're really
Man,
fucking
it's
with that.
fucking 1 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday night. I'm not.
He's horny. Like, damn, bro. He's got to be shooting blanks. like, the majority of them have to be blanks.
Jacob, can you put the old version's arm on the new version real quick?
What the
I kind of want to see the aura
Yeah, no
he
wonder
gives.
it's erect.
Kind of want to see the difference in aura from that.
Real quick, I'm just gonna take this. I'm just gonna take the erect arm here and place it a little down towards the.
Anyway, we're moving on.
Let's go!
Oh boy, it's my favorite guy, Carl Weezer.
Carl Weezer? Is that what you said?
Hey, yeah, this is fucking Carl Weezer.
Are you going to finish that croissant?
Oh my god, his fucking legs, dude. I cannot.
He got that packed in there efficiently. He got that packed in there well, bro.
Who the fuck tucks in their sweater?
Bro, he got the fupa like tucked in there too, like in the pants.
You know how like if you're given like a log of meat, they gotta tie it to make sure.
Oh
like,
my
that's
God.
what he looks like
A
under
log of meat.
that. just kind of
You said he looked like a shawarma. That's crazy.
If the shawarmas in my city looked like that, I would not be eating any.
Speak for yourself. Those gotta be leggings, right?
No, I think
No,
those are
it's-
jeans that are just stretched to the ultimate.
You know how leggings like kind of warp to the shape of whatever you're wearing underneath that? He's wearing a diaper though.
No, that's all fupa, brother.
Anyway.
Wait, one more thing. I keep coming up with. You know how fit people have a V cut? Like the whole bit is that it's supposed to point to your cock. Because homeboy's so thick, he just had to put it on the tie.
It's like those fucking shirts you see that are like the man with the arrow pointing up and then the legend with the arrow pointing down.
Yeah. It was like, here, I'll point to my cock.
Before looking at the beta design, do you think that he is a glow up from the beta or a glow down?
If this is a glow up, I am horrified to see what the beta is.
If I'm going to think logically about this from a character design perspective, they were like, they know what they're doing. They're like, we gotta make this guy shawarma-y. So what I think is that the older version is going to be better looking, but this one's going to be more effective.
I'm going on record and saying they definitely made him too hot in the original.
All right.
I can see that.
All right, you ready?
What did I say?
Oh my God.
He's too fucking hot, so they had to make him less hot. This is just an actual photo of the people who bought the game. It's crazy.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
They didn't have to do this, bro. This is stuff.
I completely understand this guy's aura was too powerful for the original game, so they had to nerf him a little bit. So, unfortunately, I think it's a glow down.
This is Zero Escape, first of all.
What's funny that we're saying this, I remember them saying that Zero Escape was not as marketable as Danganronpa, and the reason why he changed the design was to make it more marketable, so it worked.
I mean, if I'm at the game store and I see this fucking guy on the cover of the game, I'm probably not gonna buy it. I'm gonna be honest with you.
He is far more marketable.
Who, the old one?
No. The most fucked up thing about the Switch is that they took away his belt.
No, the belt is also tucked into the leggings.
I'm starting to think that this school just has a shirt issue. They're all running small.
The white shirt turning into like a dirty yellow is fucking crazy and way too accurate.
Bro, that's all body viscera.
I'm trying to comment on the design without seeming like mean. Anyway, this guy sickens me, and I want him off of my computer screen.
We'll get him out of here.
I gotta say this real quick. He's got a little black in him. All right, everyone shut the up. Look at his goddamn fucking... What is that fucking 3C, nigga? Shut the up, everyone.
I wouldn't know.
Everyone's saying, no, he's the fool. Dude, he's at least a quadroon.
I mean, if he's not, he's doing cultural appropriation.
Yeah. I actually, wait. I went to Japan and one of my Uber delivery homeboy had the same hair, and I know damn well his mama ain't got no fucking black in him. That's a nigga to me. We the same color even. Look, Go ahead, Jacob. Skin, do the eye drop on mine and his skin. It's the same, actually. Show us the original.
I kind of like the original. I don't know.
This dude's far more competent.
It's giving Samurai Champloo.
I was
to
just
me.
gonna fucking say it's giving Samurai Champloo.
Thank you.
This is fucking. Y'all seen Bleach?
That's the thing you put in your hair, right?
That's goddamn Zangetsu.
Some crazy beam came out of nowhere and locked onto my hamburger. And as soon as the beam touched it, one part of it just vanished. Do you realize what that means? It means the burger wasn't 100% beef.
This doesn't make sense!
He is too cool.
If I'm remembering correctly, Yasuhiro's kind of a himbo, right?
Is he attractive? I feel like they don't treat him like he's attractive.
Well, he's meant to be kind of dumb, right?
Yeah, but I think to be a himbo, you have to be hot and dumb. I think he's average and dumb.
The other dude is too hot to be dumb. You know what I mean? I can't buy him as a himbo because he's too hot. If that makes sense.
No, it's not that he's too hot. It's that his hotness alludes to intelligence.
Yeah. Well,
His
I mean,
hotness-
look at the way he's holding his beer. He's
Yeah,
like,
bro, ain't
yeah.
no unintelligent people grabbing the elbow hand here. No dumbass think like this.
I want to hang out.
Yeah, I want to
hang out with that
him.
guy.
Said that at the same time. Yeah, this dude's super cool.
Because he would either be the coolest f***ing guy I've ever seen, or he'd be like, oh man, you know, when I was on the exchange program in Portugal.
That's a easy. The old's better. If we're talking just what's cooler.
Yeah, this is regrettably this is a glow down for sure.
Yeah, bro.
Which is funny because the outfit is pretty much exactly the same. It's just the hair that has changed.
Can I say the old one is Asian only? This is what it looks like when they are appropriating. Like I said, I've been there. That's what, when they try to dread it up, that's what it looked like.
Have you seen the scene in Steins Gate where Okabe's trying to...
Hey, master. I am math scientist. It's so cool. Son of a bitch. Hi. 何ですか? 日本語で OK か.
That's who this guy is without any changes. Which kind of makes me like him less, to be honest.
Next.
Dear Princess Celestia.
Oh, Celeste,
Oh,
what did
boy.
they do to you? Or what did they end up doing before you? I always like Celeste. Always like Celeste.
She's one of those designs where it's like, it borders on being over-designed.
For the character, it makes sense.
Yeah, like it's a gothic Lolita kind of look, and it's a perfect... I think they showed the right amount of restraint in it.
That's a crazy thing. Look at, imagine someone showing you their design and you go like, you show a lot of restraint with this.
But I think restraint is important in character design. It's like a VTuber. It's like that VTuber power creep, you know, where like they started off normal and
after
now
Genshin got released, and now everyone has accessories.
VTuber power creep is crazy.
Do you know what I'm talking about, though? If you throw in every idea you have, every character is just going to look like a bunch of visual noise, and nothing is going to resonate with you.
And if there is visual noise, I want it to be a character where that would be like, yeah, this person's extra.
Kurt, did you experience this? Every advertisement that featured an anime character in Japan, you couldn't tell if it was a VTuber, a mobile app,
No
or
idea.
Genshin, one of those Genshin
Yep,
clones.
because they're all the same. They changed the culture.
The one thing I will say about Celestia's design here, though, as well, I don't usually like drill hair.
I love drill hair, bro. I think that's so good.
You're entitled to your whatever opinion.
I love that. I love that. Bro.
I don't usually go for drill hair, but the way it frames her design here to me really works for some reason.
It's so good.
Let's see if her newer design was a glow up or glow down.
Oh, she's cute.
This looks like Persona.
Yeah, this looks like the red hair girl in Royal.
She looks like if you mashed the red-haired girl in Royal with the girl from 3 into one character. I don't think the design is too different. It honestly just looks like if you asked a different artist to draw her.
When I look at the new one, she feels more intimidating. Like, yeah, there's not much change, but this other one feels very docile. It doesn't incite any emotion, but she is an interesting. I would want to be like, who is this character in the game they've developed? The new Celeste, it like strikes.
But the old one, I see what they're doing because she's meant to be hiding that side of herself. So she's meant to appear much more innocent than she actually is. I also think the tights go harder than the knee highs.
The all stripes. Yeah, they look like bandages almost. I get that.
You're not allowed to say you don't like fucking bandages on the legs when you like Mikan.
Okay, well, one person doesn't go to all bandages, brother, ever. I'll be at the goddamn hospital and I'm like, oh, dude, you're really killing it, guy in the psych ward.
What I really like about the new one, I like her tie a lot. There's something about it, it just makes it stand out to me.
They were doing a lot of ties with the new but it works very well.
She looks more like a doll in the beta.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of the intent, so I think I would have to give it to the beta.
I'm still going the new one, but I think it's because these are just two different intents. I think the intent of the old one is the moe, where it's like this is a soft character who ends up being fucking vicious, versus the new one, which is more of like Celeste never came off as soft ever. She was always kind of strong. It was just, well, we didn't know how cutthroat she'd get at the end of the day. This girl doesn't gamble. I want to say no.
I would believe a French accent coming out of the old one before the new one.
I agree with that. I do agree with that.
You little bitch!
What did they do to you, Kirigiri? I've got blindness from nostalgia.
Yeah.
It's such a 2000s.
She's also got the open jacket with the tie, just like Celeste.
I also think I know where Naegi got his jacket from. Let's see the original. Who is that? That's fucking, who's the girl from Danganronpa 2?
Sonia?
No, I mean, actually, yeah, it does look like Sonia. I was thinking of, the sword girl. What's her name?
Peko.
Peko. Yeah, I was like, she got the crazy Peko Yama. Oh, you know who she looks like?
Objection!
Oh my god, that's Francisca von Karma.
Yes. Damn, Kodaka really did love Ace Attorney.
Well, that's gonna tame my opinion, because I fucking love Francisca von Karma. Because I was gonna say this is kind of ass, but now I'm thinking it's kind of fire.
But yeah, that's the problem. You gotta know your vibe. I feel very confident that was the inspo. And then they added the braid. And we're talking which I think is just cooler to look at. I'm going to be honest, I think the old one is better. But honestly, real talk, I'm gonna say it. I think this one also fits Kyoko's character better.
I don't know if I can agree with that.
Yep, that's fine. I know I'm crazy. I know Tyler punching the air right now. I know. For some reason, the tied up, just the braid and the way her hair is kind of presents who her character is a lot more than her free, like, laying out style.
Yeah, the braid can denote, like, you know, how tightly wound she is, which I appreciate. But, you know, I feel like in the new version they wanted to project that, like, she's a detective.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, however, the new one is giving detective, which, spoilers, if you're watching this video, they hide that from you at the beginning of the game,
even though it's extremely obvious.
It's very
from
obvious.
the very beginning.
Because you're like, damn, this bitch solving everything.
He's like, what's your ultimate? She's like, that's a secret. Anyway, based on my time on the force as a detective.
And then it pulls out a goddamn flip note. I'm like, all right, bitch.
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
I am Detective Right all the time, and this is my partner, Detective Terrible Detective.
Well, and the other thing I will say about the new design is that she's got the gloves, which is a huge part of her character, which seems to be absent in the old version. Yeah. And I think that adds a lot of intrigue to her character.
That's very true.
I think I gotta give it to the new.
But I'm just telling you what I think looks cooler. I think it's the old one. But if we're talking like the detective character, again, if we're adding traits, personally, I just identify with the old one more. I don't know how I feel with it.
Yeah, I think if you gave the new one the braid from the old one and the really tall, like, thigh highs from the old one. Yeah, it's the
thigh highs and the hair.
The mini skirt I don't think ever suited Kyoko. I don't know why she has one.
I know.
Other than the obvious reason.
Marketability.
I have a reason, and it's $350.
See, they should have put the mini skirt on the old Hifumi guy. Then he would have been perfect.
Oh yeah, that would have been hot.
I like the newer design, just from a third party who hasn't played the games.
Well, who the f*** asked your opinion?
As the producer, I am asking myself.
He agreed with you.
Wait, you haven't played? Adrian hasn't played the games?
You're a phony! Hey, everybody! This guy's a great big phony!
She's got an ACL tear, apparently. She's got that on her knee. I don't really know why.
What sport was she playing?
She's a swimmer, isn't she?
That's why she's got a sperm hair, bro.
It's aerodynamic.
I love Asahina, but I think that's because I'm a simple man. So just show me the old one. That's what's Makoto's sister? What's her name?
Other than the shorts under the skirt, nothing about that character design to me screams athlete, and it's such a huge part of her character.
I mean, the sports jacket. That
is a sports jacket, isn't it?
Yeah, the sports jacket, but it's very light. It's not really saying much.
If you asked me what sport she does, I'd probably say she was a cheerleader.
I wouldn't even say that. I wouldn't even say she's sporty. I would just be like, that's a tomboy. Whereas Aoi, I'd be like, yeah, that's a swimmer. But again, the unfortunate part is I don't know what they were going for. But if I take that into account, I don't know what they were going for.
The shorts under the skirt, I think it's a good idea in theory, but like if you see the pose of her pose on the left there, it just looks a little awkward.
Yeah, it's not working. It's not working. I want to give it to the new. I think this is a glow up.
I think the new one is more cohesive, even though I fucking hate the sperm hair. I hate it so much. I'm actually kind of pissed that I'm giving this to the new one.
Because the other one's generic. The hair's generic as
The older one reminds me of, do you remember Lemon from Too Many Losing Heroines?
Oh!
It's like, oh, we gotta give her the short hair. We gotta give her
tomboy,
the sportsy outfit with the shorts.
Yeah, and that's the
running
point of that
shoes.
show, right? Is that that's your default classic character, and she hits that. Whereas
and then this pose that she's hitting, where she's shy, it's the oh no, we got stuck in the shed. What's gonna happen to me?
It's giving main love interest. That's obviously endgame.
Yeah, she does seem like it's the hair. It's the defaultness. New Aoi's better. And I didn't even say anything about the cleavage out, so I think that's a W. So yeah, give it the new.
You were so close.
I know. I was waiting for when I was gonna bring it up. I've always wanted to know what a different take on Toko's design was, because I get like the librarian-esque, but that's what it always gave me, not necessarily writer. Just shy, awkward girl. But
yeah, shy introvert.
But if we're talking about not in context to her talent, but in context to her twist, I thought it's really well done. But I'm curious as what the old one looked like.
Yeah, I don't know how much like variation the old one is going to provide, because obviously this is the result of a lot of tweaking in the design process, but this really feels like a character that just designed herself. You know what I mean?
All right, here's the old one. Ignore the last one.
I cannot. You can't just plop that in front of us and be like, yeah, no, ignore that.
No, because like during my research, I found out there was like an app they used where it's like their alter ego, and this is what she would use as her avatar. So that's not actually her design.
So that's like the Habbo Hotel version of her.
She feels more competent and far less awake.
I love me a girl that looks like she hasn't slept in 6 months.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think the stray hairs kind of
yeah.
Like there's something there's something there that's not put together.
If they were going for the serial killer thing in the first one, I think that you're absolutely right. Where this works if she was just straight up tired writer. I love the straight haired tired eyes. I'm always
I think even with her twist, I've never really been a big fan of the pigtails on her. With what she has here, where it seems to be just like a really long ponytail, I kind of love that when you see her from the front, you can't see it unless she's in profile. Like it's like this is like a lame writing 101 thing to say, but it feels like because you can't see all of her straight on like that, it gives you the sense that she has something to hide.
Oh,
looking at the ponytail, I'm like, actually, I do kind of like the one solidary instead of the twin tail, but it's the stray hairs that I think work for a normal writer versus the murder serial killer. But if we're talking about which I just like more, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to say but the best one is the third one on the right side.
Yeah, that's
the best one's the third one though.
I gotta give it to the old one. I think that there's a bit more of like a sort of
Jacob just wants to hit.
Okay, look, I can't say yes because how old is she?
This is one of the ones where she does look like a grown ass adult. That's a librarian. That's a teacher. As long as you're not trying to the last one, I think you're good.
Next up,
yeah. my teacup dress. I'm very curious to see what they did with Chihiro. Yeah, they did switch it up completely.
Yeah. So, Adrian, do you know if in the beta, Chihiro's
I don't think it
twist...
gives us details because they weren't able to play it.
Here's what I think. I think Kodaka originally was like, I need to find a way to add more twists into my game. Took a character and was like, let me just flip the gender so I can come back and have that as a reveal later. Because there's like a whole setup around bathrooms and stuff like that. Also, I can't believe I'm just now realizing it.
That's Coconut Head from Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide.
No, it's not from Ned's Declassified?
Yeah, it's Coconut Head.
I was gonna say something else, but actually, yeah.
Oh, were you gonna say Armin?
No. Although, yeah, that was also because they all have that same goddamn hair. Kodaka already used this.
Oh, for fucking Coco Melon.
There it is. That's why yeah. I was like, yeah. Oh wait, who? He has the cloak and everything.
Oh, okay.
It's the same.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro. People will get upset when they're like reusing idea, but I'm like, come on, bro. I think this is really cool.
The cloak, I think, makes the entire character design. Otherwise, yes. I don't think there's anything to write home about there.
My boy, he could be working at a monastery,
or at James K. Polk Junior High.
But if I'm talking about which one intrigues me more, though, it's the older one, and I think that's because for new Chihiro, I think the whole point was this needs to look like a girly girl so we could pull this twist, whereas this other one feels like something beyond that. I get this religious vibe, and I mean, he keeps crossing his hands. I feel like that's a thing there. Yeah, so I'm very interested to see what that is. So I'm gonna go with old. I think it was a glow down.
Actually, her teacup dress kind of looks like his hair in the original design.
As a nod.
I do love that dress though.
Yeah, I do too.
God, this is hard. This one's hard for me, just because I don't like the coconut head.
I don't like that. I'll put that on raincoat. Where's Shinigami at?
Okay, you know what this is? This is an actual photo of me when I was 5 years old. Just out of my own self-loathing, I got to give it to the new.
We do with self-loathing.
3 more characters left.
We already know this one's gonna be kinda ass.
Should we just look straight at?
Yeah, because we already did the.
Wow, she's exactly
the same. Actually, never mind.
I don't know. She got some. Those aren't high thighs.
Whether or not you like the older new is literally just, do you like the little thigh window?
Yeah. This is just what makes your neurons activate. If I'm talking about which one I like more, we already know which.
It's
the full.
Bro, really?
Yeah.
That's the biggest twist of this video.
I'm not that. I'm classy. Okay. Leave something to imagination, bro.
I also like her skirt pattern in the older ones. It looks like it's a flannel type skirt.
A bit more school uniformy. And also, she's supposed to sort of exude innocence, which... Well, that's why, right? Because when that hits you, you're like, oh, wow, what a fucking asshole.
Fucking dick.
I think there are actually screenshots from the game for this one because they were the prototype characters, and she's kind of crazy. Hold on.
Damn.
That is a murderer. She's really happy about that. This does look straight. This looks like a Somnium.
The character designs are almost identical, but I gotta give it to the old.
I have nothing. There's not really a difference.
Just like what's behind those eyes. There's nothing there.
All right, next up.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh, boy.
I think they made her a man originally.
It'll be like that episode of Last Airbender where Toph is played by a big buff dude.
My name's Toph because it sounds like tough. And that's just what I am.
Wait a minute.
The old one better be like the tiniest, skinniest dude.
Sakura's one of the best designs, period.
Nah, she's amazing.
So I'm very curious to see what the old one is.
Kurt, what do you think?
Go show us the next one.
I feel like the old design seems almost non-committal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where, like, the new one, they give her the long flowing hair. They give her the shoulders the size of bowling balls. It all fits together way better.
Old Sakura, I'm like, what's going on, bro? Like, what's the plan? Where new Sakura has more, it's louder, I guess you could say. It hits the highs and lows to a point that stands out. Again, the marketability thing. I'm buying a Sakura. I love Yakuza's great and all, but what's going on here?
The old one has the exact same thing that the big booby lady in 2 wears. That's the exact same outfit. Akane, yeah.
The sailor fit for her just works so well with this buff because it adds that more femininity to go with her like giant muscles for that contrast, and I love that.
Yeah, and also the fact that the arms are like ripping through the uniform at the shoulders.
Yeah, that's dope. Yet she does not jack off nearly as much as a homeboy biker dude. So, editor Jacob, go ahead and put the jerk off arm from the biker and Sakura's jerk off arm next to each other. I bet his is bigger. Anyway.
All right, next, glow up.
Glow up, yeah.
Is this Junko or this?
Yeah, I don't know if the twist
that's
was...
not Junko.
So I don't know, because I don't know if the twist was part of the original. So
well, I guess we'll see when we look at the picture. Let's see. Hear me out. It's because her boobs are big. They were not planning the twist.
Look at the two different. Those are two different models right there.
I think she could have been the mastermind still, because she looks damn nuts.
You know, the second picture is giving what's that gambling anime?
Kakegurui?
Yeah,
Kakegurui, yeah.
I want to give a lot of love actually to the new one too, because the old one is just like, that is a girl. That's just hot girl. Whereas the new one is, when I first got into Danganronpa, I was like, dude, her hair looks like a fucking wig. I hated it. And I was like, oh, you know? Whereas I'm like, I'm not getting that at all from the other girl. I think the other girl's this crazy hot girl.
And also, Adrian, since you mentioned it, they know exactly what they're doing with the ties in the new design.
It says a lot about her character.
It's actually just giving Avril Lavigne, but like...
Yeah. We love the 2000s. I gotta go with the new one. I'm like, yeah, the other one's just hot breasts.
The eye is also in the old one. It's kind of exactly what I was saying with Celeste, where this one looks like there is really nothing there. Whereas in the new one, you can sense that she's always kind of scheming and she's trying to be one step ahead of everybody.
It's like your stereotypical Gyaru girl.
Yeah, like not even anything.
Not the
deeper.
ultimate Gyaru, you know.
I think there's a character in Dandadan who looks exactly like her.
On the side character.
And I love Momo's friends. They're so good.
Blow up?
Blow up. That's not even her.
All right, last one, I think.
Let's fucking go.
Yo, who the fuck is that?
I'm saying it now. Old one, better. Speaking of Dandadan, how y'all feel about human anatomy? Y'all ever been to a health class?
Let's show the old one.
That's just the nigga. No cock, all organs.
Put that on my headstone, dude. No cock, all organs.
He died like he lived his life. No cock, all organs. Dude, this is obviously a glow up.
You mean the old one is a glow up from the current one?
Yeah. Oh, okay, no. This feels like something that happened in Zero Escape. It is something that happened in AI, the Somnium Files.
Yeah.
Verbatim.
This is Somnium.
Yeah, this is Somnium verbatim. Monokuma is so well done. It is the perfect like mascot character for a series like this.
Not that the game was super successful on release in the Americas, but it would not be a fraction of where it is now if it weren't for how much they nailed the current Monokuma design.
Bro, like, Monokuma's so good, you could show Monokuma to anyone who's at least 26 and up. And if they had Tumblr, they'd be like, I've seen that fucking bear.
Yeah, they might not know his name, but they'd be like, I recognize the guy.
And that bear sticks out. Like, there's a lot of... I've been on Super Hulock. I can't tell you what the rest of these motherfuckers look like. But I saw Monokuma so often, and he sticks out.
I would like to know what happened to the first guy,
Bro,
but
play AI the Somnium Files and find out, bro.
I mean, what the f do you want me to say, Adrian? Like, obviously, the new one is a better design. I'm just trying to imagine the initial thought process that's like... I'm trying to imagine the cock.
You're like, do we draw in the penis? Do we draw
is it also down the middle? Is one cut is like one half cut and the other's not
know
cut?
What
or
they were going for? Like, is that a robot?
What do you think the thought process was designing this original Monokuma, which I'm imagining would not have been his name if they had gone with this design?
I imagine the panel being like, I'm thinking yin and yang, but how do you make that marketable?
Guts!
Teddy bears.
But what do we do with the cock?
He reminds me too much of my own mortality, so...
Yeah? That's Monokuma for me.
To end this, I'm gonna show you the cast and how they look like in the teaser image that they showed. There's
Bro,
like
I already
no
forgot
aura
it.
here. I mean, the aura is there.
There
it's
is
just
no
wrong.
aura. Yeah, it's like the other one. Y'all ever heard of the cheerleader effect? Is this idea that's
Yeah.
like someone like it's a group of people and they're attractive and they separate and they're not attractive. This group is unattractive.
Yo, okay,
I look at the group
but
and I'm like, I'm not feeling it. You know?
okay, but hang on. The fucking Byakuya, it still doesn't even look like he belongs with these motherfuckers.
Yeah, he's not. He doesn't belong in the game. Who is that guy, bro?
Literally, like it's like he fucking thinks he's on the
That's
team.
just a detective.
I mean, it speaks to how much you need to refine your ideas in the creative process, because a lot of these designs are good, but they like the lack of aura. There's so little cohesion.
That's something I've realized with just if you're creative making. Your first idea is always going to be a good jump off point, but I don't think it's ever going to be what you end up with. Like, you got to keep thinking about it, and it's going to structure into something well done.
I wonder if in the original or in the beta version, they were ultimate anythings. And then
Yeah, these are
in
just
the process,
students.
they were like,
These are just
we
students.
gotta be maximalist as
And it worked.
You gotta represent it.
It worked very well.
It is a sort of maximalism, but the first game also did show a lot of restraint, like I said, in keeping character designs relatively simple, especially compared to the later games in the series.
Maybe maximal wasn't the right word for it, but if there was a slider that shows how much you get closer to that maximalist, it's like +2, as opposed to here. This was the kind of like our second then versus now. And if y'all want to see us compare more like beta designs to final designs, let us know if you enjoyed this video.
Yeah, and if you want to get another beta in here, then give me another call.
All right, yeah, that's it. We'll see you on the streets. Ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
This is gonna flop.